Hello, welcome to another episode of AI Spotlight Show. We are live here at AI4 Conference, here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hi Henry, I'm Alan Ranger and I'm the Head of Marketing at Cognigy.
Great. Can you tell our audience about your background?
Yeah, sure. So Cognigy, the company, has been around for about 8 years. We were one of the first to use natural language understanding and flow-based automation to create the first of the AI agents. So we've all experienced the terrible first generation of bots that suck and just don't do a great job at customer service. So about 8 years ago, we started, excuse me, I've been talking all week at this conference. So we created the first deterministic flow-based automations for some of Europe's largest companies. So companies like Lufthansa, the big insurance companies, they all now rely on us to handle processes, as you were just saying in the introduction. Most recently, in the last couple of years, we've embraced large language models and we've combined them with our conversational AI platform to create what's now called agentic AI. So the latest generation of our AI agents now have very human-like capability. They have human-like reasoning. They can make their own decisions. They are able to complete tasks. They're connected to all of the back-end systems. And to be honest, there's not really a customer service use case that we couldn't handle with an automation using agentic AI. So we're here is, unfortunately, customer service does still suck, even though they've got all of this latest innovations in technology. Okay. There's a lot of people using old bots that just don't work very well. And the whole situation has been made worse by you can't get enough human advisors to work in the contact center.
Okay.
You know, there's a real shortage since the pandemic. Nobody wants to go and work there. And once you've got them, it's really difficult to retain. So what we're doing is filling in that gap. And we're automating as many of the task-based jobs that the human agents were doing, they really don't need to do. So at a basic level, it could be as simple as resetting passwords. You don't need a human to sit and reset thousands of passwords. That could just be done by an automation. But it goes all the way through to quite complicated processes like rebooking flights. So, for example, Lufthansa, as I was saying in the introduction, they rely on us to rebook all of their flights. You might get a weather event and, Munich airport shut, and suddenly 10,000 people are contacting them at once, all to rebook their flight. And you could never handle that with a human-based contact center. So, a typical sort of first step a lot of companies do is they replace their old IVR. So there's still a lot of people that have touch tone and bad voice recognition IVR to try and route the call. So we replace it with a conversational one. And because we're able to combine the large language model and the whole language understanding, the caller can pretty much say anything and have a natural conversation. It doesn't need to flow down any particular path. For example, the big insurer I was talking about, they identify the caller using the conversational IVR. They then verify their identity and then they understand the intent of why they're calling.